Hello, and welcome to this reading of Coconut Smoothie by Regie Cabico. My name is Jack Novak, and I'm a teaching artist for the Shakespeare Theatre Company. For the last couple of years, I've been teaching playwriting classes for our engagement and education department, including virtual classes since the pandemic began. We've had a lot of incredible writers come through our classes at STC, and this is part of a series of readings we are doing to celebrate the work of 4 of our playwriting students. If you are interested in taking a class, or any class for that matter, through STC, you can go to www.shakespearetheatre.org/classes for more information. If the cost of a class is a barrier for you, need-based full scholarships are available. Let me say that again. Need-based full scholarships are available. And now on to the reading. After we have read this scene, I will have a short chat with Regie, so stick around after the reading. Now this is a scene from a longer play, so to get you up to speed on the context of the scene within the play, I'm just going to read a little bit of a summary that will get us up to speed. Regie is turning 50 during the pandemic. Regie realizes that the world is living an experiment. Stay home, make money, and don't die. In this pandemic Wizard of Oz meets Company the Musical, Regie's daily Zoom routines escalate to a series of personal misfortunes and anxiety-inducing setbacks. This scene is Regie at work as a teaching artist. And without further ado, we'll move on to this scene from Coconut Smoothie. Scene 4, Zoom teaching. Regie is getting ready to teach a poetry workshop on Zoom for high school students. He shifts his Zoom lighting and puts on headphones.
There is an Arctic blast headed my way. It is May, and I'm curled like a wool ball in the dryer. Why are we in a pandemic? What Pandora's box opened? My Google Calendar reminds me I have to give a Zoom workshop. I log into a black square of heads. Dozens of them. They wait. Their eyes look like a string of O's from here to the silver moon. My hairstyle is that of a clown on crystal meth. I haven't showered in days. I'm a plot twist in Parasite. Their mics are on mute, but we all share the same thoughts. Who said coronavirus 5 times in the mirror?
Scene 5, poetry reading.
Regie, oh my God, the is hitting the fan. We got some students flaking out on us. Those kids don't have computers or the internet. So I've got to troubleshoot this hot mess. The administration is going nuts. My phone is jammed with texts and the county server appears to be down. I think if we're lucky, we will have 3 students for this reading. Shall I let them in?
No, I'm not ready. I have not slept at all. I can feel it in my throat. My voice, I sound like Harvey Firestein. Hope I don't have COVID.
Regie, be careful. I'm afraid to even touch the mail. Do you have gloves? I tell both my daughters to wear the surgical mask and carry sanitizer.
I have a tiny alcohol spray bottle and a filtered mask.
Oh, I finally talked to Arlington County Board of Ed and they said that we can reallocate the supplies fund for your workshop. You should get a check by June.
If I don't die, thank you so much for making that happen. You get it. If you're a teacher or a restaurant owner, you get it.
I get, but you need to be able to shop at Whole Foods on a regular basis.
So I don't understand why Kennedy Center would screw all the teaching artists by not paying them or giving them an opportunity to finish the work. And they got $25 million.
Isn't it insane that we're all silently stuck in our homes waiting to get $1,200 so we don't have to work for 3 months?
Look, I can handle the not dying mode, but not while I'm hustling to pay bills.
I read in the Times that this virus can linger in the air for minutes and somersault up and out 12 feet. The breath of death is a gymnast.
Well, I'm never having sex again with another person. unless we wear fishbowl helmets and do it in the shower with lots of soap, and that's it.
You will have sex again, Reggie.
We can't even kiss. Be glad you got a partner at home. Kissing is the best part.
We better let the kids in. Oh, Tiffany has severe sensory disabilities, and Ethan is on his meds for depression. His counselor says that he really likes the workshop.
Let me get my Bluetooth on and play some house music when they get in. I can't wait to hear their poems.
Oh, Reggie, I have a quick question.
Yup.
Am I racist?
No. The short answer is no. No, you're not racist.
Thank you.
But you're part of a systemic racist structure of privilege that can cause minor or major microaggressions.
I am?
I am so sorry, but we should get started. Hey class, welcome. Break a leg, everybody. The scariest thing you can all do is read your poem in front of your peers. All right? So let's try to snap it up. When you hear something you like,
Please use the chat box if you'd like to shout some praise.
and let's welcome our staff, family, and students watching this literary Lollapalooza on the live stream. First up, let's get some snaps for our first poet, a brave soul. Let's give it up for Ethan.
This doesn't have a lot of feeling, but I feel parts of it. I wish I could be with you all, but virtual is okay. If it sucks, it sucks.
Ethan, no disclaimers. Read your poem.
Miss Tony says, Ethan is the bestest. Break it down, bound, bound.
You got this. Principal Pincus writes, go in, poet.
Okay, first of all, I miss everybody. I'm in Florida now with my grandparents, and I wish I could hug everyone. Never mind. I'm just gonna read my poem. It's called You Lose Something Every Day. Your thoughts as you're sweeping the floor, the crushes that swirl in your mind, your breath on your way to the clinic as you stop at the door, the tears in the way of your sight, your rage in the way of the mask, the pleas in front of the ask, the fear on the way to the find, the road you were forced to take, the take that was yours to share, the dare you attempted with flair, the story you tell to the broom as your heart slips and breaks on the floor.
Wow, that was the poetic stylings of the one and only Ethan, or as I call him, the eloquent Ethan.
We got a 10 from Jamal who says, Ethan, that was cool. Let's play Minecraft.
And if you just joined us on our live feed, you are at our poetry reading. Please snap it up or use ASL applause to show your love for these fine poets.
Next up, we got a young student who has been writing for the very first time here. Tiffany, are you ready?
Tiffany, we can put your poem in the chat if you like. Are you there?
I'm here. My name is Tiffany. Sometimes change is good, like quiet peace. Sometimes it's bad, like the loss of life. This is for my grandmother who's sick with COVID. My poem is called Loss. I'll swoon the moon for you to get us through this mist. I'll wait for you, season upon season, as the sepia bed sheets toss like ocean waves in my sleep. And when I find the sun, I'll sit there, solstice after solstice on a hill, composing you lyrics of cotton birds perched on starry dippers till you stealthily pluck the crisp orange leaves from my hair. But until then, I'll sit silently still among a fortress of pine trees, translating the chatter of the stars.
A poet is born. Folks, you witnessed it. Let's give it up for truth and the truthful Tiffany.
Ms. Kincaid wrote, I'm going to cry. We got a shout out from Eurydice who says, that was off the chain. Starry Dippers, wow.
And I want to give a shout out to our poets, Ethan and Tiffany, and a big thank you to our librarian extraordinaire for having me teach poetry while in quarantine. It is such a gift.
Thank you to Mr. Regie and everybody at Weepy Willow High. Have a great summer.
Poetry rocks. Keep writing, and we will see you next year. Bye.
I was tearing up when Tiffany shared her poem. That girl never speaks up because she's so traumatized by sound.
And Ethan shared.
You've got a knack for pulling those poems out of our students.
Thank you. Thank you.
COVID might have killed a lot of businesses, but there's a need for what you do, Regie.
Well, I hope so. Trying to stay hopeful and let my Pisces North Node just accept things and not try to control things.
I'm a Pisces too.
I'm a Taurus. My direction in life is Pisces.
When's your birthday?
Today.
Oh my God, happy birthday! You should have told us.
It's about the students. The last thing I want to do is have a Zoom party. It's awkward and creepy and depressing. Are you okay?
Sorry, it's your birthday. I'm bringing it down. I just want to.
Shh. I know. I try to keep myself busy, but then there are grief waves.
It's like being stuck in a tunnel.
I kind of gasp and sound like a pop tire deflating as a tsunami of sadness engulfs me.
I'm definitely engulfed.
The way I see it, we are riding this roller coaster, and all of a sudden, it stops. And some people are caught upside down, phones, keys, wallets falling out of their pockets.
Some people are close to the ground with their pockets zipped and make of this situation a minor inconvenience in their privileged life.
No one's got it good unless you're Amazon or got a huge bailout. Why did you ask if I thought you were racist?
Principal Pincus asked staff to have a talk at the school. There was this race specialist.
Were they Black?
Yes, the facilitator was this young Black woman, and I said something I shouldn't. I said, there's a prejudice on both sides between the Black students and white staff.
Ouch, both sides. It's really triggering.
I know, but is it wrong to think that students of color are going to be pissed off at us?
I think what you meant to say is, how do we earn the trust from our students of color?
Regie, am I white fragility?
That sounds like a character on The Watchmen. You're white and everyone is fragile right now.
And I was crying on the phone with Pincus. The one facilitator was so offended, she just walked away.
What? How is that facilitating? People do not know how to have a race discussion.
There was a teachable moment gone.
The worst thing you could do right now is to not say anything.
That's really good, Reggie. Huh. I'm going to remember that.
I got it from Meghan Markle.
She's so wise.
Because she's been traumatized by the British monarchy and paparazzi. Look, you're going to offend people.
I'm going to offend people.
Pick yourself up and no more tears.
No more tears.
Lord knows I got my own shit to fix. This is warrior time. Anytime it gets uncomfortable, look it in the eye.
Shit.
What's wrong?
It's Pincus.
Is he all right? Is he sick?
Reggie, there was a complaint filed on the workshop.
What?
Apparently, Ms. Kincaid told Pincus that you're instigating racial tension.
You are me.
When you led the icebreaker last week and you asked us to write things that get you down, remember?
Yeah, I said things that drive me crazy. Root canals, pineapples on pizza, losing the remote control, police brutality, Trump, thinking there's a snow day but you have to go to school on a 2-hour delay.
That's the complaint.
Snow days?
Reggie, there are mega people in this school. Parents, staff, Trump, police brutality.
That's my truth, and that's my reality.
And probably the reality for most of our students. But it looks like the school board is going to re-examine this poetry program's longevity.
End scene. That was a scene from Coconut Smoothie by Regie Cabico. Our cast was Eliseo Valerio as Ethan, Eva Wilhelm as Librarian, Regie Cabico as Reggie, and Renea Brown as Tiffany. I'd like to give snaps and ASL applause, as in the play, to all of our amazing actors. Thank you so much. You are amazing. And now I'd like Reggie to stick around for just a minute so we can chat a little bit. I won't make you talk too much, Reggie, because I know that you are you're struggling a little bit with your voice. But first off, just tell me, how did you come to take playwriting classes at STC? What's your connection? How did you get into playwriting? And yeah, what drew you to this?
I have not written a play in maybe 15 years, but during Poetry Month, I wrote a lot of pandemic poetry. And then I realized, while the poems might be interesting, the story that got to the poems was really the heart of the story. And I thought, let me write a play to deal with the anxiety that I'm going through and my own midlife crisis. So when I found the opportunity, I was like looking for a playwriting class, and it fits in my schedule because I'm not going anywhere. I really started with the first poem. And because I worked in your workshop, I was really able to push the scenes, and I was terrified taking the class. Like, I do poetry, I do monologues, I do stories, but like writing dialogue is really new, and everyone in the class looked so accomplished. And I felt like a fake reading a 5-minute poem. And it was a great experience, being able to work the play part by part and just having the support of the students, giving me the feedback. And then I had a week to work on those scenes. So I'm truly, truly grateful. If I didn't have the workshop, I would still be sitting with 30 poems.
Yeah, cool. So what state would you say the full play is in? Do you feel like you have a full draft now of the whole play? Or are you still adding to it and expanding on it?
I have 2 more scenes and a few adjustments, and then I think it's going to be done. And I also meant the play to be on Zoom.
Right.
So, it was just sort of a way to stay resilient and just to, keep theater going in whatever states we'd be in. So, and it was just great because our classes were on Zoom. So we figured out what you couldn't do, like having a chorus read at the same time was a little tricky. Sound stuff was tricky. So I was really grateful just being able to work that out.
Yeah, cool. Well, since it is meant for Zoom, hopefully we will be able to see this play, like produced as it's intended pretty soon, which will be awesome. I look forward to that day. And thank you, Regie, for sharing your work with us. It was really great to hear it out loud. And I'd like to thank everybody who is watching this video for tuning in. We have several other videos that you can check out of other work. It's a really awesome, diverse group of work. So I hope that you do check it out and enjoy it. And thanks so much, everybody.